There's a lot of talk about skilled workers leaving. Dr. Chanan, is Water Authority affected by this?
We are definitely affected by this. Since I've been the CEO, I have lost more than 100 staff, and they are all technically qualified staff, people we can least afford to lose, and they're all, either on their way to Australia or New Zealand. So it is a big issue for us, and we know that in a free market economy, you can't chain people to their desks. And it is going to be hard for us to compete on salary levels as well. So what they get paid in Australia, but what we are doing on sort of to deal with that is investing in knowledge management, investing in in-house training programs. In fact, just on Friday, we launched our in-house training program, and we trained 43 of our staff as trainers to develop a culture which is about knowledge capture and knowledge sharing. Because the reality is that if we will lose people every 3 years or so, we need to have such good knowledge capture and knowledge sharing systems in place that we continue as a business. The other side of the thing is we also need to look at our long-term sort of service contracts with service providers who are, who have the critical mass of expertise available. To give you an example, right now as an organization, we've got one electrical engineer left. So there is no critical mass of electrical engineering expertise. So we need to look at contractors or service providers who do have that kind of expertise, so we can have a relationship with them, so that if there is a need for an expert, that's available. So we are looking at all avenues to ensure that our expertise or the critical knowledge needs are catered for, not just today, for into the future as well.
Strategic planning, risk management, succession planning, always very important for organizations. Has WAF been doing that in the past years?
We are working. We actually have our succession planning within WAF, strategic planning as well. For us, the biggest challenge was that the offer from the market, such as Australia and New Zealand, is a lot more lucrative than what we can actually have at WAF. Unfortunately for me, within the space of operations, about 90% of that 100 or so staff is coming from within operations. These are the people who are out there on a day-to-day basis, fixing leaks, running the treatment plants, running a lot of our major operational assets. But in terms of progression forward, as spoken to by CEO, we are looking at our trainers to basically, knowledge management is one of the things we're looking into, where we're making sure that each critical personnel that's within the organization, their knowledge is captured, and that is which will then give us an ability to provide training to those that will come after them, and then that'll avoid that gap that we normally are encountering when people leave the organization.
So what's the immediate impact right now with people leaving? The immediate impact while you're trying to ensure that you rectify and come up with solutions?
So in terms of the people leaving the organization, the immediate impact is just the reduction in manpower is the key, is the biggest impact that we have right now. But we're also in the process of actually carrying out recruitment to cover up these gaps that have currently come in. However, in saying that, what we're also mindful is the fact that those that have left us, these are people that have had 10 years of experience, 15 years of experience. And because water supply and wastewater management is sort of a unique kind of trade, anybody new that we bring into the organization will have to go through the process where we'll have to train them and then provide them with experience by actually having them on the job. Some of our key staff has actually left. These are people within supervisory position, and the level of experience they have is something that you can't learn that on paper. You have to do it day in, day out to actually gather that. So by doing internal promotions, and then we are also recruiting and basically retraining people from scratch to get them experience in the field of water and wastewater management.
Are you worried?
Certainly worried. I mean, the rate at which the talent is leaving, I've never experienced something like that before. And in fact, this was a key topic covered at the National Economic Summit last week as well. And the PS for Finance shared it with everybody that I think Fiji has lost something like 22,000 professionals in the last year. that is a big number. And it's not just an issue for Water Authority of Fiji, it is an issue for Fiji as an economy as well. Certainly something that we all need to collectively look at and find solutions.